folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. I know the question on everyone's mind going into 2024. Alex, is Pokemon investing in modern steel product still worth it? Like, honestly, we're 3-4 years past the 2020 Logan Paul celebrity boom. Everyone was stuck at home with free government money, opening Pokemon cards and watching Pokemon card content. But 2023, it was a downturn, right? It was a bearish market. There's a lot of negativity. A lot of people are leaving the hobby. Less money is coming in. Can you still make money investing in this stuff? And I thought instead of give my normal bias or normal opinion, I'm just going to show you the numbers. I am going to show you the numbers. If you would have bought every modern box, every XY, every Sun and Moon, and every Sword and Shield era box at January 1st, 2023 full market price, and then held until January 1st, 2024, just how well you would have done profit-wise, percentage gain-wise, and you can make up your own mind if it makes sense going into 2024. Because we're told 2023 was a bad year, bearish market. If 2024 is just as good, if not better, you might be able to expect these returns, if not better, going into 2024. So before we get into all that data, I'm going to show you exactly where all the data was compiled from. Keep it all on the up and up, very fair. And then I'm going to break it all down to spreadsheets and show you the actual numbers of how well you would have done. Now, before I do that, brand new year calls for brand new channel sponsors. And guys, Arizona TCG, they have a great service setup, but also they have an awesome site. So the first part of this video, yeah, it's the sponsored promoted part. I'm going to promote their service. The second part of this, I'm just going to show you this awesome tools they have on their website. You can set up a free account to use them because I would have shared this with you whether they sponsored me or not. That's just how good it is to use for your investment or collection tracking. So first up, yes, Arizona TCG is a consignment service. They charge you 13.5% on your PSA, BGS, or CGC slabs. All you do, you ship your slabs to them. They do all the work. They scan the pictures. They list the items. They have a almost 10,000 confirmed sales store on eBay, which means they got a lot of eyes on them, okay? And then they're going to deal with all the customer support and the customer questions. They're going to ship your items out to you, and then they are going to send you your check. Now, if you were to do this yourself, eBay charges 13.25% in the TCG category, 0.25% less. But that's before you buying shipping supplies. That is before you paying for shipping. That's before you doing all the work of listing and taking pictures and doing all the shipping, dealing with all the customer relation stuff. And so, yes, their service is very worth it for anyone who doesn't want to do all that work themselves. And it's very fairly priced. And they have a great tool. Here's their website. You can track everything right here. Here's your listed items, your active listings, your revenue, your pending payouts. You can keep track of where your items are throughout the whole process. They got a great site they put together. Make sure to check out Arizona TCG. The link is in the description below. All right, now, that was the sponsored portion, guys. Here's the non-sponsored portion just because they got a great tool to use. You set up a free account, okay? Look at this. You go to this card finder tool, all right? You can find any card, all right? So I'm just going to, make it simple. Umbreon VMAX, all right? Pulls all the cards up. Click on the Umbreon, all right? It shows you the market, right? This shows you, how it's been doing in a PSA 10, how it's been doing raw. You can use a 9, 8, 7, whatever you want. But here's what's cool. You can have an investment or collection tracker. So you can put in the price that you bought this card at. Say I bought it for $700. How many quantity you bought. How you bought it. Raw, 10, 9, 8, 7. All right. So we got it at 10. And then when you bought it. All right. Let's say I bought it December 1st. All right. Add it to my collection. All right. So then you go to your collection and it'll keep track for you of where all your collection is at. It'll list all your cards and whatever other products you have here. All right. All the grades, if it's raw, whatever you have it in, the current market price, what you paid for it, and then your current change, right? Your profit loss. You can keep track of the chart of your investment over time, and it's all free to use. So even if you're not going to take advantage of their consignment service, I would still recommend going and setting up a free account and using this to track your investment or collection because they design a great site. It's a great software. And like I said, I'd be promoting this even if they didn't have me promote their service. So guys, make sure to check out Arizona TCG. A lot of great guys over there. It's a great service. All right, getting into the numbers. So how did I get all the numbers? I want to make sure you know so it's all in the up and up. I used TCG Player for about 95% of it. The reason I couldn't use it for 100% of it is because some of the early XY stuff, like say Flashfire, it didn't have reliable data, right? I mean, look, it was $0, $500, it spiked to 3,000. There's no recent sales data. I couldn't use it. So for those, I use pricecharting.com. So how I got the data, all right, here we go. I looked at what it was going for a year ago. So I rounded up $320. I looked at the most recent sale, $435. And I did that for every single set. Now, the same thing goes for the XY sets, right? So I looked at what it was going for a year ago. Okay, Flash Fire, $23.50. And then I didn't use what it was selling for now because it was a little outdated. It's $12.20, right? The site's maybe like a couple weeks behind. So I took eBay sales for those. Most recent eBay sale. Here's one at auction, December 29th, $27.50 plus shipping. So $27.65 total. That's how I got all the numbers, guys. What they were selling for a year ago and what they are actually selling for now. Fair? Can we agree that's fair data? All right. Put it all into a spreadsheet. Here's what it looks like. Here's all the XY sets. Base, Flash Fire, Furious Fist, Phantom Forces, Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, Ancient Origins, Breakthrough, Breakpoint, Fate to Collide, Steam Siege, and Evolutions. I left out all the specialty sets and all the things that didn't really have even ETBs like Double Crisis. I just took the 12 mainline booster box sets for all the eras, right? The ones released every 4 months. Or 3 months. It's very easy to budget for them. You only got to put aside like maybe $30, $35 a month. And you can afford one of every single box. So pretty much everyone can do this. Now, you couldn't have done this because these boxes are already risen, but you can do this going forward in this Scarlet and Violet era. But if you were to just buy, even at the inflated prices they're already at, one of every box at the beginning of the year, right? This was the prices they were selling for at the beginning of the year. These are the current, most recent sale prices for all these boxes. So out of your $9,097 investment at the beginning of the year, 1 year later, it'd be worth $12,082. That's a $2,985 gain, 32.8% in 1 year. Going to Sun and Moon, same thing. Base set, Guardians Rising, Burning Shadows, Crimson Invasion, Ultra Prism, Forbidden Light, Celestial Storm, Lost Thunder, Team Up, Unbroken Bonds, Unified Minds, and Cosmic Eclipse. These were all TCG Player. What they were selling for a year ago and what they have confirmed sales for now. Okay, so taking all those numbers into account, you would have spent $5,082 on Sun and Moon boxes. They're now worth $78.31 for a profit of $27.49, a grand total of 54% gain on your money in 1 year in a downturn, bearish, negative market. Remember that. And now Sword and Shield era. All right. Now, these numbers, right? I'm going to show you the numbers. I'm going to give you some context. All right. Here's the numbers of what they were selling for beginning of the year and what they're selling for now. All right. 1982, beginning of the year, it would have cost you to invest in every box. Now they're worth $22.31, only a $249 gain, and it is 1,260 or 12.6% gain. Now you're saying, well, Alex, that doesn't sound too good. Are things slowing down? Hear me out. All right. Sword and Shield era. A lot of these boxes were released like a year or 2 years ago. Okay. They've had very little, if any, time to age. If anyone knows, Pokemon usually starts to see the most gains from the 2 to 5 year mark, meaning a lot of these sets haven't even went through their most exponential gain period. We're actually seeing a lot of them start to move. Chilling Reigns about 170 now. Brilliant Stars is about 170. Fusion Strike's reaching 160. And so we are starting to see movement. However, a lot of these boxes haven't had time to age. I do expect a lot of them to see much better gains going into 2024 as they start to become 2, 3, 4 years old. But the numbers are the numbers. This is how you would have done. Okay. So taking all these numbers into account, if you would have invested in every modern sealed booster box this year at the beginning of the year and held 1 full year, you would have invested $16,161. It would now be worth $22,144, which is a $5,983 gain, 36.4% on your money in 1 year in what's kind of agreed upon in a lot of the community as a negative downturn bearish time. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, make up your own mind. If those gains seem good to you, if you still believe in this stuff, 2024, if it performs as good or better, you'll probably expect to see somewhat relative gains to that. If you're saying, Alex, no, it's not that good of gains, doesn't seem worth it to me, I'm not really in it anymore, no problem. I'm not here to force you to do anything you don't want to do. I'm not here to convince you or sell you on this. I'm just here to show you what's possible, what I continue to do, and the gains I continue to see day in and day out. And you're here to make your own decisions for yourself. Okay, so I hope this at least gives you some context. I hope it allows you to make that decision a little easier. And I do hope you check out Arizona TCG, if not just for their collection and tracking tools, but also to consign with them if you don't want to do all that selling yourself. Other than that, guys, thanks for staying with me for another full year. We are going into, what is this, my 3rd year on YouTube? Not third full year, but my third year of making videos. And I'm more excited than ever to continue to make videos for you guys. And so let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, I'll be back here in a new video soon. I am out.